Hello students, welcome to Kasam Academy. Today I am going to tell you the mode of action of GABA-gated chloride channel blockers as well as the sodium channel modulators. So here, while coming to GABA-gated chloride channel blockers, GABA is a inhibitory neurotransmitter. So GABA is nothing but the full form of GABA is gamma aminobutyric acid. So it is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. That means it will reduce the firing of the neuron or reduce the transfer of messages very fastly. So it will calm down the neuron. So GABA is gamma aminobutyric acid. So here you can see this is a neuron, and here this is the GABA molecule, and here is the receptor of the GABA. So whenever the firing of neuron has been increased, and what happens, it need to calm down. At that time what will happen, this GABA will come and bind to the receptor present on the neuron. So whenever this GABA has bound to the receptor present on the neuron, the chloride gates present on the neuron will open. These chloride gates will open, and which allows the chlorine molecules to enter inside the neuron. So as a result, the positive charge inside the neuron will decrease and negative charge will increase. So I have told you GABA is nothing but it is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. It will calm down the neuron. When the neuron is continuously firing the messages, this GABA will get attached to the receptor present on the neuron, and as a result the chlorine gates present on the neuron will open and the negative chlorine molecules will enter into the neuron, and the positive charge which is present in the neuron will be reduced. So this is the natural function of GABA in the insect nervous system. So when you are spraying insecticides which are chloride channel blockers, so what are GABA-gated chloride channel blockers means? These are cyclodines, organochlorines and phenylpyrazoles. These all are these GABA-gated chloride channel blockers. So if we are spraying a plant with these insecticides, what will happen? In the place of GABA, the insecticide will go and sit in the receptor. So in the place of GABA, insecticide will go and sit in the receptor, and the chloride channel gates will not be opened. They will be closed. So when natural GABA sits in the receptor, then only the chloride channel gates will be open. If you are spraying with insecticide and insecticide molecule will go and sit in the receptor of GABA, the chloride channel gates will not be opened. So what happens if the chloride channel gates are not opened? The positive charge within the neuron will be increased continuously, and the neuron will be firing the messages continuously. There is no negative charge to calm down or reduce the charge of the neuron. So what happened? Insect will die due to continuous firing of the neuron, and it will die due to paralysis. So this is the mode of action of GABA-gated chloride channel blockers. Coming to the sodium channel modulators. So what are the different sodium channel modulators means? Pyrethroids and DTT. These are sodium channel modulators. So in the previous video I have explained in detail about action potential. So what happens as the action potential passes through the neuron, what will happen? The gates of the sodium channel will be opened and sodium ions will enter into the neuron. That we have in detail discussed in the previous video. So here what happens, as the action potential passes through the axon, the gates of the sodium channels will be opened, and the sodium ions which are present outside the neuron will enter inside, and positive charge will be increased inside the neuron. So positive charge will be increased, and later what happens? As the action potential passes As the action potential passes, here there will be a sodium pump through which these positive sodium ions will be sent outside. So positive sodium ions will be sent outside and the gates of the sodium channel will be closed. So this is the general thing which will happen in the neuron. So whenever the action potential passes, the gates of the sodium channel will open and sodium ions present outside will enter into the neuron. As a result, the charge in the neuron will increase. Later, as the action potential passes to the next way, what will happen? Sodium pump will open and these ions will be sent out. Here, what these sodium channel modulators will do, if we have sprayed with DDT or we have sprayed with synthetic pyrethroids, how they will act on the insect means these insects will keep open the sodium channels. They will never let the sodium channels to close. These will bind and keep open the sodium channels. So these insecticides, what they will do, this will open the sodium channels and allow continuous entry of sodium ions. So what will happen? Total positive charge inside the insect. So continuously the sodium ions will enter continuously into the axon. As a result, due to the increase in the positive charge and due to the continuous firing of the neuron, the insect will die due to shivering and as well as due to paralysis. Thank you.